Hey there, and welcome. Today, we are cracking the code on a language you see absolutely everywhere in academic life, but, might not always understand. I'm talking about abbreviations. We're going to turn all that confusion into total clarity. So let's start with a feeling that might be a little too familiar. You're reading along, you're in the zone, everything makes sense, and then bam, you hit this wall of letters. What do they even mean? It can seriously feel like you're trying to read a secret message. But hey, don't worry, you are not alone, and we're about to crack this thing wide open together. So, what's our goal today? It's pretty simple, actually. We're handing you the keys. By the end of this, you'll be able to breeze through textbooks, understand your assignments, and even start using these terms in your own writing with complete confidence. Okay, so here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll dive into the tools you use in your day-to-day writing. Then, we'll decode the big milestones of your academic career. After that, we'll see how these skills build a bridge to the professional world. And finally, we'll wrap it all up into your brand new toolkit. All right, first up, let's jump into the tools you'll be using directly in your writing. Think of these as the nuts and bolts that help you build way stronger and much clearer arguments. First up is a real classic, e.g. Now, it's short for some Latin thing, exempli gratia, but honestly, all you need to remember is that it means for example. You can use it anytime you're giving examples to back up a bigger point. Next is its close cousin, i.e. Again, it's from the Latin id est, but all you need to know is it means that is. Think of it as your secret weapon for saying in other words, to clarify something you just said. Okay, this is the one. This is where most people get tripped up, so let's really nail this down. E.g. gives an example. So in the sentence, eat more fruits, e.g. apples and oranges. Apples and oranges are just two of many possible fruits. But i.e. explains or identifies something specific. In he is a polyglot, i.e. he speaks many languages, that second part tells you exactly what a polyglot is. So example versus explanation, that's the key. Next, we've got etc., short for etc. Super simple. It just means and so on. It's your shorthand to show that a list keeps going without having to name every single thing. And then there's VS for versus. You see this everywhere, right? It's used to set up a comparison or a conflict, whether it's a court case or a big idea like nature versus nurture. Great. So now that we've got the tools for actually building your arguments, let's look at the abbreviations that describe the academic journey itself. These are like the official milestones of your education. You can kind of see the typical path through higher education right here. It usually starts with the BA, or Bachelor of Arts. That's your undergraduate degree. From there, you might level up to an MA, or Master of Arts, for more specialized study. And then at the very top, the final boss, so to speak, is the PhD, the Doctor of Philosophy. That's the highest academic degree you can get. So how is all that hard work measured? Well, typically it's with your GPA, or grade point average. This one little number summarizes your entire academic performance, making it a really key metric for everything from scholarships to grad school applications. And here's what that actually looks like in the real world. A GPA is usually measured on a scale, often up to 4.0. So when you see a 3.8 out of 4.0, you instantly know, okay, this is a very strong academic record. It's like a universal shorthand for how well you're doing. Now, besides the MA and PhD, there are a bunch of other specialized advanced degrees out there. And one of the most famous has got to be the MBA, or Master of Business Administration. This is a graduate-level degree that's laser-focused on leadership and management in the business world. Okay, for our third section, we're building a bridge from campus life right into your career. Let's look at the abbreviations that are essential in both the academic and professional worlds. First on the list is the CV. It stands for Curriculum Vitae, which is just a fancy way of saying it's a super detailed document outlining your whole academic and professional life. It's your story on paper, and it is absolutely crucial when you're applying for academic positions or jobs. And finally, RSVP. This one's a little different. It comes from French, répondez s'il vous plaît, but all it means is please respond. You'll see this on invitations for conferences, workshops, you name it. It's just a formal, polite way of asking, hey, are you coming? Wow, okay, we have covered a ton of ground. So let's just take a breath, step back, and look at this awesome new toolkit you've just put together. I mean, just look at this list. From building an argument with EG and IE, to describing your whole academic career with BA, MA, and PhD, to landing a job with your CV, these aren't just random letters anymore, are they? They are precise, powerful tools for communication. And that's really what this is all about. Understanding these abbreviations does way more than just help you read a textbook. It empowers you. It gives you the confidence to navigate the academic world and get your ideas across clearly and professionally. You've officially cracked the code. So I'll leave you with this question to think about. Now that you have this toolkit, which one of these codes are you going to put to use first? Whether it's finally using IE correctly or polishing up your CV, the power to communicate more effectively is now in your hands.